Hi everyone, it's meteorologist Terry Swails. You're on tswails.com. Happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there today. And weather-wise, we've got a chance that some areas will see some strong thunderstorms later on this afternoon. It's all tied to a cold front which is now marching through eastern Iowa. Yesterday, this produced some active weather out to the west of us, and now that cool pool associated with yesterday's thunderstorms is heading east, and it will spark some showers and thunderstorms later on today. Now, as far as strong storms go, it appears that the worst of those would be just east of the Quad Cities. However, an area over Illinois down into Missouri and maybe back to southeastern Kansas does have the threat of some strong thunderstorms today. The primary concern would be some strong winds and maybe some hail. I think there'll also be some pretty good downpours and the stronger updrafts that develop. But overall, not much of a tornado threat today, so that's not a big deal. And I think the worst of the storms should again remain to the east of the Quad Cities. What I'm going to show you now is a simulated radar. And here we are at around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and a few thunderstorms just beginning to go up at that time, but you can see they're most concentrated out to the northwest of the Quad Cities. Then notice as we go through the afternoon, around 5 o'clock, the emphasis shifts to the southeast of the Quad Cities. And there you can clearly see where the front is located from southeastern Wisconsin back down to the southeast of, we'll say Galesburg, pretty close to Peoria, and then back northwest of St. Louis. And that's where the storms have really gone upscale there, trying to form a pretty good line. And as that gets organized later on tonight, showers and thunderstorms really fill in. And here we are then in the late evening hours, and you can see the storms are well east of my viewing area, but they're active again from Chicago right back to St. Louis and finally into southeastern Kansas. So that's the area really off to the east that has the best threat of seeing the stronger showers and thunderstorms. So while a few could be scattered through eastern Iowa and western Illinois during the afternoon hours, late afternoon, I think the primary threat is going to really be as we get to the evening, and most of that, again, should stay just to the east of my viewing area over there in Illinois and down into Missouri. Then we get into tomorrow, and another system starts to take shape, and as you can see, the Storm Prediction Center also has the risk of some severe storms tomorrow just to the northwest of the Quad Cities. Much of northern Iowa up into southwestern Minnesota will be under the gun for that. And that begins a period where we're going to see a lot of heat and humidity around the area. This is the temperatures, the meteogram here, and you can see that we're looking at some highs here in the Quad Cities and through much of the Midwest really. That'll be in the upper 80s here as we go through the week. And not only will it be hot, there's going to be some humidity too. So we're going to have ourselves a pretty good dose of summer-like weather around here. A pretty prolonged period of it too. I think most of this week we'll see the heat and humidity, and there'll be a couple of days in there where it's going to be pretty close to 90 degrees. A little bit easier to see the temperature forecast here on the GFS model, where we do indicate the high temperatures reaching as high as 88 degrees on a couple of days here. And again, sometimes this model tends to run just a couple degrees cold, so it wouldn't shock me if a few spots did get up there around 90. And with this warm, moist air mass, there's going to be a possibility for some scattered thunderstorms around much of the Midwest. It appears that the area along and north of Interstate 80 probably going to be most favored as we go into the next few days, but here and there it's going to get active with thunderstorms and plenty of heat and humidity as we go into a summer-like pattern for the rest of the upcoming week. That's your weather briefing for today. Thanks for visiting tswails.com, and as always, roll weather.